Scorpio, big welcome to you. This is your tarot reading for the month of April, coming from the mountains of Java. Scorpio, I really hope that you get something from this. And if you do, if you could hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and make a comment, it's going to help me with these YouTube algorithms that I don't do so particularly well with. But above all, this is for you, Scorpio, and I really hope that you enjoy it. You may well be asking, why from Java? What's important about tarot from Java? And the truth is, there is nothing so important about tarot from Java. Simply that here in Java, we have many different spirits who will come to help in your tarot reading. It'll probably put a different reflection on things. For example, the spirits here are less likely to be concerned about love and finances, despite people in Java being every bit as interested in these things as the rest of us. But maybe the spirits are trying to tell us something else. Now I'll be using probably 2 decks, but out of 3 decks. So the first deck is Tarot Nusantara. The second deck is the Steampunk deck. And the third deck is the Light Visions Tarot. Tarot Nusantara is actually a new one to me, which I love. Whereas the Light Visions, I've struggled with as a result of the rendering. Although I think I'll grow into it, I will keep using it and coming back to it. You can see on all of them, I'm using quite a lot of salt, and that's to clear the energy and the spirits from them. Something that I do fairly regularly with my tarot. And I also, you'll see a number of Jimat there that I use just to bring a good energy to the tarot and to my reading. Perhaps the most important mystical object we use in Java is the kris, the curly knife that you can see that I've placed across both decks. Kris are very important for bringing the spirits to work on any object here in Java. Call on the spirits of the mountain to assist me in shuffling the cards, in picking the right cards, and interpreting them for Scorpio for April 2022. Scorpio, this looks to be a lovely spread. It really does. There isn't really anything in it that concerns me. No. But by the same token, I'm not too certain where it's going. Look at that middle card, the Ace of Swords. This suggests you're either seeking out a new way of thinking, a new way of looking at the world, seeking out information, or actually getting new information. Now that runs throughout the entire reading. So it's suggesting to me that you're looking for something. You're looking for new ways of thinking about yourself and about the world. And the card of the recent past is the Six of Cups. Reminiscence, memories, maybe people, sweethearts from the past. Current energy is the Four of Wands, a time for celebration with family and friends. We then, in the future, have the Hierophant Card, which does suggest to me religion. Maybe it's that you were seeking. The card impacting on the outcome is the King of Cups, the King of Love. If this is all about love, it's love, I think, less so in a one-to-one relationship way as much as filling your heart with love. I might be wrong, but you see the next card we have which would negatively impact on the outcome is the Ten of Cups, which is about you being in this sort of loving relationship and having many blessings. So it's almost as though you're searching for something, you find love, But if you do divert that simply into the love of someone, then you'll miss out on the bigger picture, because the outcome is the Knight of Cups, so the Knight of Love, almost the Fool of Love, if you like, wears his heart on his sleeve. It does feel to be about you looking for a really divine love. So let's look at each card individually for you, Scorpio. Yeah, this central card, the Eight, this is about you. I think it's about you seeking out knowledge or a new way of leading your life, feeling like there's something missing and there's something that you're seeking out, and it's to do with your thought processes. And now it could be just you seeking out information, or it could even be about information coming to you. But certainly for the time being, I'm going to assume that it's about you seeking knowledge or a new way of looking at the world and looking at yourself. I mean, look at the card. That cloud sort of shape behind the hand suggests there's something divine about it, doesn't it? Something inspired almost. There's a crown with a feather and leaves coming out of it. There's something special about this card, isn't there? And you know, it runs through the entire reading, so I must analyse the entire reading in terms of this energy. Now, in your recent past, you've been thinking about the more distant past. It could be you've been thinking about people from the past. It could even be about loves from the past, but you've been thinking about them. And if you look at this card, to my mind, you're seeing the past through rose-tinted spectacles. Because it's an idealised past, isn't it? The cups with the flowers in it. The mother and daughter dancing, dressed in complementary and beautiful clothing. The father on guard, providing security. Housing, beautiful housing for shelter. A Hindu temple so that you can get closer to spirituality, self-actualization, you know. Yeah, it feels like an idealized past that you're referring back to. Maybe you're like me, you know, maybe you're getting old and you're worried about what's going on in the world now, and you're looking towards the past as almost an ideal time, a much less complicated time. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. And currently it's a time for celebration. It's the Four of Wands. So it's a celebration with family and friends, a time to let your hair down. Maybe you've been through some bad times. Maybe like me, you've been unable to move around very much. I've been stuck on the island of Java for 2 years, you know. And maybe now is the time for you to celebrate a little. It's not necessarily a big I say it's not. I mean, it could be a wedding, you know. I say it's not necessarily a big celebration, but yeah, it's just a time to let your hair down, to enjoy, to say thank you. Maybe say thank you for your blessings. Say thank you for little blessings, even to say thank you that you've no longer got earache, or, you know, it could be something small like that, but it's about giving thanks, having a good time, enjoying yourself with your family and friends. It's very important, aren't they? Very important to us all, yeah. And now we have the Hierophant card, and other readers don't place as much emphasis on religion as I do on this card. It could be about formal structures, formal ways of doing things. I've heard other people come up with all sorts of explanations for it. But certainly this rendering, there's no doubting it's about religion, is it? Now, as I said, it doesn't have to be, but you know, this rendering is about religion. It's ecumenical because the cards do tend to be somewhat ecumenical. And they're learning. They're learning from the guru, aren't they? So they're learning from the guru. And it's called, if you see that last word, agama. Agama means religion. So, you know, to my mind, it is about religion. So, given that you've been searching for something, I think you're searching for something religious. It could be spiritual, but if it's spiritual, it isn't an inner spiritualism. You're a member of I say you're a member of a group, but you're following more tried and tested spiritualism, as opposed to sort of just going inside your head and looking what's there. You know, there's more to it than that you're following more formal ways of doing things. I mean, it's a nice card, and I think it's very much linked to this Ace of Swords. The energy impacting on the outcome is the King of Cups. Now, he's a king very much in control of his emotions. A king who very much understands his emotions and the emotions of others. A compassionate king, a king that people take to and like. And you look at him, he's sitting there on his throne, dressed very finely. A cup in one hand, which is his love, his compassion, and his wand or his staff in the other hand, signifying his power. But what the hell is it doing in the middle of the sea? Why is his throne in the sea? Does he feel that he can control the universe? Is he a being a bit like King Canute? I don't know. I don't know. It's something to consider as we move on. Now, the card that would change the outcome. I've just had a thought. I'm not going to share it with you. Well, maybe I will at the end of this card. The card that would change the outcome is the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is about many blessings, wonderful, happy relationships. You look at the card, it's beautiful, isn't it? You know, husband and wife, dressed complementary, children playing, look to have a lovely house on the hill there. The cups in the air signify their blessings. So they've got seemingly everything they want. Now, we could read, and here's where the thought I've had, we could read this as one of two ways. One is that this thing that you're seeking is really love. Love is all about suppressing the ego. Love is all about being selfless. Love is a wonderful thing. And I felt it could be diverted into your immediate surroundings. It could be diverted into your immediate surroundings and just the love of your family. And in doing so, you'd miss out on this broader love. But you remember I said how the king looked as though he was attempting to control the ocean or the sea. I wonder if this is saying control what you can. Focus on what you can do something about, and the rest will fit into place. I wonder. Now, one of the reasons why I've got that sort of secondary view of what might be going on is this ending is the Knight of Cups. I don't want to take anything away from him. He's a lovely, lovely knight. But we have gone down from the king to the knight. The knight is somebody that wears his heart on his sleeve. He's led by his heart. He loves everything of beauty, everything that is good in life. A noble person. But sometimes I see him as a romantic fool. And Certainly if the king was trying to control his environment, maybe that's it. Do you know, I think I'm wrong. I think that first thing is better, that it's saying you can find a divine love for all of God's creation, for everything. And maybe this is the thing that you were really looking for. And it could be diverted by your sort of immediate surrounding, people around you immediately. Either way, it's a beautiful ending, isn't it? So I don't want to take anything from it. I think we should get a bit of clarity on this Ace of Swords, though, because I think if we can understand that, maybe we'll understand a lot more. Yeah, I seek confirmation on the Ace of Swords. And blow me down, I don't think it's helping me. Or it certainly might be making me change my mind on my interpretation. First card we get is the Two of Pentacles. This is you struggling a bit with different things. Struggling, say, with work and family, work-life balance, something like that. The second card of clarity is the Three of Pentacles, and that's about teamwork. And the final card is the Tenor Ones. You feeling like you're carrying a great burden. You're probably a little bit tired, but you know that an end is in sight. Doesn't really fit what I've been saying so far, does it? No. Let's look at each card individually. This first card of clarification is the Two of Pentacles. This is you trying to balance things. You're struggling a little. You look at her, she's riding a penny farthing along a shoreline. I mean, riding a penny farthing must be difficult and rough. Along a shoreline must be extremely difficult. In a storm, and she's got those baggy Victorian clothes on. So the whole thing must be extremely difficult, but she's determined and she'll probably get there. She'll probably do it, but it's a bit of a struggle. There's light coming. Maybe she's doing it in the morning and there's daylight coming out, isn't there? Sign of great hope. So it's not a bad card. Do you know, I wonder, you see, you're seeking something, aren't you? And you're seeking an understanding of something. And I'm wondering if this is just saying, well, your path to do it will be a struggle. It's not going to come easy to you, you know. I've been on an immense spiritual journey. And, you know, we're tested all along. Just as we think we're getting somewhere, another test of our faith comes along. And that's what it's all about. I wonder if that's what it is. I wonder if that's what it is. And now we have the Three of Pentacles, which is about teamwork. This is the sort of teamwork by you've probably got some real expertise, you know. And it's not necessary that others can really help you that much, but you can't create the big picture without others. So you look at the card. Well, you know, I don't know quite what the other girl is handing that one. I mean, it looks like one's doing all the work. Oh, she's got cards in her hand, you know. So she's reading her tarot. Whereas the other's wanting to get on and put the pentacle up, isn't she? And father looks like he's reading the Financial Times. So you say, well, how does that mean teamwork? And it is that, you know, we all have our different skills, very different skills. But when they come together, they create something so much bigger. And I think that relates to the Hierophant card, where, you know, I said, I thought you were exploring religion. And you're doing it, I think, quite formally. You know, they were sitting by a guru. And I think that's it, that you can't do this exploration. You won't get this inspiration you need by yourself. You have to work with others. You have to reflect on what others are telling you, even though you seem to be making great progress. You need to understand others' perspectives, if only to challenge your own, to sharpen your own thinking. And the final card of clarity is the Tenor Ones. And I think this relates back to the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles, you know, I was saying you're having a bit of struggle. And the Tenor Ones is you carrying this burden, you know. Now, I think it's just you are struggling a little, you know. You're looking for this inspiration, it's something new, a new way to lead your life, probably based on religion. Probably to do with finding love. Oh, she's got that. She's got the wand in her hand with a light in it. Now, I don't know how many of you heard me speaking about me finding my light, but there's a light out there of pure love and bliss. And once you've found that, nothing else matters. That's what this is about. That's what this is about. And it's a struggle. It's a struggle, you know. It won't come easily. It won't come easily. It came to me in a Kundalini-like moment. I don't want to say I've had a full Kundalini, but it was a Kundalini-like moment. It came from meditation. If you're interested, I've got meditations on this channel that will help you to find it, including some, I think, saying finding your light. But it's a struggle. And what you do realise is that you're very close. You're very close. Maybe you'll never get to the end, but once you found the light, you know you're very, very close to it. Yeah. I think we can summarise Scorpio. It's a lovely reading, it really is. Scorpio, this is a lovely, lovely reading for April. In the past, you were reminiscing about something. Reminiscing possibly through rose-tinted spectacles. I think you're a bit like me. You're disturbed at what you see happening in the world, and you're harkening back to a time before there were mobile phones, before there was the internet, before life got so complicated, where people just got on together, where there wasn't all of this nastiness, you know. Yeah. And, you know, maybe it's an idealised view of the world, but you are looking back to it because you're searching for something. You're searching for something. You're searching for a better way of living. And right now you're celebrating just little things, and, you know, you're enjoying. Maybe like me, your movements have been severely restricted, and suddenly you're allowed to move around a bit more, and you're celebrating it. Now, all you've got done, you've not even got your freedom back, you've just got a bit of it back, but you're celebrating. And why not? You need to. You need to celebrate with family and friends. And what you're searching for, you're searching for the light. You're searching for the light of love and bliss. And that will come, I think, from formal religion. If not formal religion, you won't find it by yourself. You need to work with others to find it. And it will be a struggle. It will be a struggle. And you know, when you're looking for this light, you will be tested as well. You will be tested. So you need to rely on others as well. Now, that doesn't mean that the others will actually get you there. No, you'll do it all by yourself. But you need to listen to others. You need to reflect on their experience. Now, when you find this light, there's just a chance that you focus just on your immediate family. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. And in fact, that's a very valid outcome. But if you understand that this is about loving all of God's creation, you will go much further. And you will feel this incredible bliss that you've discovered something wonderful. And you have. But the journey doesn't end. It keeps on going. And you've got to keep on renewing that light and renewing that love. But beautiful, Scorpio, beautiful. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed Tarot from Java as an addition to my channel, The Magic of Java. Please take a look at the other videos that I have on this channel about magic from Java, and I hope that you will become a subscriber. Now, if you want to hear your next tarot reading, hit the button, and that will inform you of when I publish new readings. I'm certainly going to do a reading for every month, but maybe I will try them a bit more frequently, say a mid-month reading, and maybe also some special readings. But above all, thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you, and enjoy Java.